In the upcoming videos, we're going to be discussing the relationship between two quantitative variables, and so this video is just to familiarize you with some of the terminology and go through a simple example. So when we discuss relationships, there's always an independent or explanatory variable that we label as x, and this is a variable that explains the outcomes of another variable. And then we also have a dependent or response variable, which we always label as y, and this measures the outcome that is the effect or consequence of the independent variable. And besides these two main variables in the relationship, there's also a lurking variable, and this is a variable that has an important effect on the relationship between x and y, which is not included in the study. So if you recall our video on bias, when you have confounding bias, that's where a lurking variable will occur, and so x is confounded with the effect of the lurking variable. So let's understand these terms through a simple example. So let's say we're interested in studying the relationship between the number of credits that a student takes per semester and their GPA. Then if we wanted to label these as independent and dependent, or the explanatory and the response variable, we can say that the credits per semester are the independent variable. The credits per semester can affect the GPA, but the GPA cannot affect how many credits that a student enrolls in per semester. And so the GPA in this sense would be the dependent variable. Now let's say that we are not studying the SAT scores of these students when they were admitted into college, but that the SAT scores do affect the GPA. Then the SAT scores would just be a lurking variable. So when you're thinking about the lurking variable, just think of it as something you're not accounting for in your study.